for obviously way more projects that I don't need. You got to pick it up, put it together yourself. That's a pain. And everything else, because we did it ourselves, because we're cheap. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we got a completely different video and an exciting one. We are expanding. So this building is 24 feet wide, 40 feet long. As you can see, it's 2 bays. Problem I'm having is I'm running out of room. I have that. I have the race car, which is in 100 piece in there. The body of the race car, which is over there by the table and everything. It's in the way, what I'm saying. So I've been eyeing around buildings and stuff, but they've gone up in price. This thing has gone up 50% since I bought it 2 years ago. So they're getting expensive. But did you know you can buy B grade kits for these buildings? And what they're considered B grade is light surface rust or imperfections in look, not quality, no structural issues, nothing. Stipulation is you got to pick it up, put it together yourself. That's a pain. However, I got over 50% off on this building, so I'm not complaining. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you what I got. It's right here on this trailer. Whole building right there. We're gonna go through it, show you what you got, and then we're gonna start putting this thing together. As you can see over there, some boards on the ground. I'm laying out a framework. I gotta dig a foundation for the concrete. We're gonna pour a little concrete, and we're gonna put a building up. So let's jump into this thing, and I'll show you what it really is. So this is it. This building is a kit, obviously. It is 24 feet wide, 20 foot long, with 9 foot tall sides. So I had to drive about 3 hours to the upstate to pick this thing up. They loaded everything on the trailer's forklift, and I brought it home. Saved myself 50%, literally over 50% of this building. So what it is, kit comes with all my tin. This covers the roof and the 2 sides. The front and back are open, but we'll get into that in a minute, why I did that on purpose. So we got, these are all my side legs, 9 foot long side legs, all my roofing tin. I've got, these are all my roof trusses. Honestly, the big ones, the 2 base rails, all the trim I can need, braces, and inside is a bunch of screws that came with it. Color match screws, hey. So what we're gonna do now is, well, if you can see, this is what they mean by B grade. Surface rust, a little bit of surface rust. That one's probably the worst of it all. Surface rust, no big deal. It's all literally, you know, on the outside, and it's all gonna get covered with metal anyway. So I'm stoked about this. This is gonna be the purpose of this building is to be a garage for my cars. Park my cars in there, finish stuff, stays in there. It's gonna be on the side of that building over there, so I can open up the room for obviously way more projects that I don't need, like this little project that I found. Anyway, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna pull out the base rails. We're gonna lay them out so I can line up for the foundation, and what I'm gonna have to do is start digging a trench, make a mold, pour some concrete, so we can get this building put together. Now, obviously, the concrete, we're just gonna whip that out real quick, but it's gonna bring you guys along for the concrete, and we'll give you kind of a little tutorial on how this building goes together. So let's jump into it, because I'm excited, and I'm gonna get this thing put up. All right, so I pulled the base rails out, laid them in place, put a roof piece just so I can make sure the width and everything is right. So this is what it's gonna be. What I'm gonna do, sorry, these things are heavy, I'm breathing hard. What I'm gonna do is put this very end rail right up against this building. I'll take this trim off, and on the other side, and we'll put this rail right up against it. And what we'll end up doing is running the tin into this building right here. We'll just overlap the tin here and here, and it'll seal up the sides, the roof. We'll butt the tin against the building, and we'll put some flashing on it and seal everything up. So the back will be covered, and then all I have to do is put a couple doors in the front, and we'll be good to go. So this is what I'm marking out here, just to kind of see everything. It's definitely going to be pretty big. It's 24, like I said, 24 wide, 20 feet deep, so I should have no problem fitting that car and another one, and maybe some junk. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to mark these out, because you got to have a foot wide by foot thick concrete footing for the 2 base rails. So we're going to mark those out, and then I'm going to get to digging, which is the fun part, and then we will call and have some concrete ordered next week, so we can go start putting this thing together. That'll be the real fun part. So let's go. Well, I'm gonna go start digging. All right, it's like 9 o'clock. It's raining. I've been digging for like 2 hours, but we are finally ready. Sorry that it's dark, you can't really see, but that's where the new building's going. Got that dug out. Footings dug. Buried the electrical cable that goes to the building. And now we have a landing outside of here we're gonna pave. I got a little 3-foot just walkway. One, the water is digging a trench where it comes off the roof and hits the ground. 2, I want a walkway. And then we're gonna come in here and have a little sloped entrance right here because that is obnoxious to try to get in and out. And as you can see, I'm digging ruts where I come in and out of the building. And then we're gonna come over here and fill in this little area so that I can wheel my engine hoist or transmission jack or whatever out here, over here into the storage shed if I need to. And we should be good. I was originally gonna try to extend this part, at least from the bays over, out a good, like probably about 10 feet. But this ground is so friggin' sloped. There used to be a massive pine tree right here. I mean, this thing was bigger than that one back there. When they cut that up and filled it in, it raised that a little bit, and then all this is raised from digging the foundation for the building here. So I would have to get an excavator in here, or a mini excavator in here at least, and dig out a ton of this dirt. 1, I don't have time. 2, I don't have any more money. So we're gonna go ahead and do with this. This will be a million times better. It'll keep the water from digging this trench, and you can't really see it, but the bottom of the doors are dirty because water hits the ground, splashes up on the doors. Solve that issue, and it'll give me a sloped entrance to make a nice little entryway in here, and I can get to here if need be. Oh heavens, that was a lot of hand digging, but we are ready to go. So we are going to, today is Friday, Monday, we're getting the concrete truck out here and we're gonna pour this thing, and then as soon as the concrete is cured, we are gonna start assembling the building. So let's jump over to concrete and we will go from there. All right, the concrete truck just left, as did my brother who helped me pour this. We got everything finished up. Got a nice little slab over here. Slopes down right in front of the 2 doors. That way, if anything needs to be, I can roll it out into the shed. Got a little walkway up here, poured in front of the door. And then we got our slab for the new building. So everything is set. It's still very wet right now. We even had a little extra for a little slope entrance right here. So everything is set and ready for the new building. We just gotta let it dry, obviously. And yes, this concrete is not perfect. It's got marks from the float and everything else because we did it ourselves because we're cheap. But it is all set, and the next step you do will be the building. So let's jump over to that. All right, so I enlisted the help of my wife to go ahead and get these ribs up here. We went ahead. They're pretty simple. They all just bolt together, screw together really. We just installed the legs on it, lift it up, set them over the channels on the base rail, and then screw them together. I put some braces on there as temporary holding just to keep everything straight up and down. And yeah, snaps together pretty simple. So once we get this in, we are gonna move on to the tin. All right, so we got all the ribs up. These braces down here are temporary. They're not supposed to be there. They're actually supposed to be in these corners, the middle, and that corner. But we did that because, you know, they're kind of floppy because they're tall. So we're gonna do, we got all this in here. I gotta run the Lowe's right now and get a concrete masonry bit to drill for the anchors. We're gonna anchor the base rails and then we can start with the tin. The plan is to come take this off up where it meets the roof line, cut it there, take this off and we'll run the tin, so rib over rib, tie the whole thing in together. So the sides will be, you know, pretty much waterproofed. And then we'll come up at the top when we do the roof and run some flashing up and over. And then just leaves me with the front to do, which I am talking to a guy now about a garage door. So we're gonna see if we can get that, and that'll cover most of the building. It'll be one big door. But yeah, that's where we're at for right now. So we're gonna run a Lowe's, go get a masonry bit, so we can get this thing installed here with some concrete anchors, and then we will throw the tin on. This thing is coming together fairly easy so far. The hard part's gonna be the tin, so stay tuned for that.
Oh, what was that?
That was my drill exploding.
It's done?
It just died, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh well. All right, if you'll notice, my drill exploded. I found to be what I believe to be George Washington's original drill in my dad's shed, the oldest Makita drill ever made. Managed to get 4 good anchors in. That one pulled the concrete out. Sucks. That one's good. That one's good. I got 1 in that corner, 1 in this corner. I am gonna come back, put 2 in there and 1 in there. I gotta get a new drill. That thing is so old, it struggled. It took my electric drill and that combined in like an hour to get those 2. But we are officially in, mounted, and done with the framework. Like I said, I do still have to pull these out, put them up top. We'll have to do that tomorrow. We're losing some sunlight here. The next thing is tin work. So like I said, I'm gonna run the tin. I cut this trim here. We're gonna run the side tin right into here, match them up rib to rib, and it'll just match right here. So it'll seal the sides, no problem. And then the roof's gonna be the only hardest part. And then I'll just have to put some flashing up there, and we'll be good to go. I did talk to the guy with the garage door. I'm gonna pick it up next week, and we will have a garage door for the front to put in. And then I will have to go buy probably 3 extra sheets of this to do the front around the garage door, but that's no problem. So let's continue on, put these braces up top, and then we will start tinning. Alrighty, and with that, the roof is done. I didn't film this side really because you saw the other side. Got the roof on, got the trim up under here. I still got to go back, obviously, put flashing on there where it meets the roof, and then obviously we got to do at the front, but that'll be the easy part. This is it. It wasn't too bad to put together, to be honest with you. All I need was a couple ladders and a good screw gun, and my wife helped me for most of it, but pretty good, pretty simple. As you can see, we still got light coming through. We'll take care of the flashing. Everything else, that trim covers all, you know, the gap between the walls and the roof. So all that is set, and we're pretty much there. We gotta make a frame out for the big garage door. It's 18 by 7, I think. As you can see, this truck a little too long to fit. Anyway, 18 by 17 garage door, so we just gotta build a frame out, and then I'm gonna go have to get 3 more sheets of this. 24 foot will be enough to cover everything, and then we'll be good to go. The only thing left to do will be run electrical and stuff and all that. I am gonna end up cutting a door right about there-ish in this wall to come in and out of this building and that building. I'll put an actual door there. Like I said, this is just gonna be parking for the 78 and the race car one. Whenever that's done, this is just here because I moved it over here. But yeah, we are done with this part of the building. I am gonna go ahead and probably end this video here. Doing the front wall and the garage door will be a separate thing. You know, all the electrical, whatever. But yeah, not bad for a $2,200 building. With concrete, I think I'm at right under 4 grand, and that's including this concrete. But yeah, she is all done. I used everything but I trimmed this on the sides, and that's it. I got a couple sheets of pieces of the corner trim right here, which we'll put up here, but once we build the front wall. But yeah, not bad for half the price of new. So we're gonna call this a video here. I don't even know if I'm gonna video the front wall. I'll just do that as I can. But yeah, we are finally expanding. Once we get the front wall on, the Trans Am will move over there, and we will have all the room for more things. Thank y'all for watching. As always, hit us with a like and subscribe. And we'll see y'all in the next video.